Welcome to the Viewpoint with Precious Yembe. It is an inspirational television program where voices of experiences meet a passion for change. On this platform, we engage in distinguished personalities, leaders, professionals, and change makers from different sectors of society, and they shape the journey, challenges, success, and practical insight for national development. On this program again, from leadership and politics to security, relationship, religious, and entertainment, with a meaningful conversation that educate, inspire, and empower viewers, especially the younger generation, towards purposeful living and productive nation building. This program features exclusive interviews and discussions with influential personalities across politics, security, religion, business, entertainment, and other sectors aimed at inspiring positive change and providing practical solutions to challenges affecting individual, community, family, society, and nations. On this program today, we are known for inspiring life, shaping the future, where inspiration meets leadership, with stories, real issues, real solutions. Today, our conversation is focused on governance, accountabilities, national security implications, discussing this controversial surrendering of a part of alleged fake and unauthorized government agency under the current administrations. What does this mean for governance, accountabilities, and public confidence? Joining me is a Commodore Promise Dabo retired, a security consultant and a public affairs analyst. He had also represented Nigerian focal points officers at the ECOWAS, AU, and the late Chairperson Commission during his years of service. He is also the chairman, also a chairman, ADC River State, and also a public affairs political analyst, security geographical expert, and also an economic analyst. On this point, before we dive in for the day, we go on a short break. Right back. This program continue. Stay tuned. Thank you, viewers, for staying tuned. Thank you for being with us. I also thank our guests for joining us and Commodore Promise Zubolo Dabo from Port Harcourt. Let's dive in straight to what we have for the day. Welcome to you, our guest for today. Are you there, Commodore Promise Dabo?
Thank you very much for having me, please.
Thank you for having you. So how are you doing? How is Port Harcourt today?
Port Harcourt is doing well. Please, the name is Commodore Promise Dapa. Yeah.
For what we have for our viewers today. So there have been a report and a public debate about an alleged fake and unauthorized government agency. What is your understanding of this issue and how serious it is?
Okay, thank you very much. The issue of the fake agency, Presidential Foreign Intervention Promotion Council, that purportedly was supposed to be an agency created under the presidency that had its office in the Federal Secretariat. At the end of the day, it turned out to be a fake agency. So to me, that's a very serious issue for the government, that an individual can wake up, arrange himself, forge paper, and deal with government officials at the very highest level. Even at the presidency, National Assembly, Accountant General of the Federation was able to hoodwink all of them, scam them, and they all believed him. So to me, that's a very serious issue in governance. That means somebody can also just forge paper, forge letter from president, forge all manner of letter for central bank to transfer money to somewhere, and the money will just go. Because I think before this man was busted, that was the next level. He has opened an account with CBN, has done everything. Everybody believed him and everything. I think the next thing job for him to just give the order for money to be transferred, and money would have moved. So to me, it's a very, very unfortunate incident, and is also an indictment on how government runs. It shows how porous that the government is really porous. There are no safeguards, no adequate safeguards. There are not enough checks in the government. People just do whatever they like. And this is what people have been saying. If an individual can do this, you imagine what organizations, parastatals are doing. Agencies that are saddled with collecting revenue for the country. So people can just collect money and just pocket it and just use it. Nobody will know. Nobody will know. And nobody will check. And that's why the country is constantly always borrowing, because the money we are generating, nobody could account for it. Nobody can tell you specifically now, say this is the quantity of oil that was lifted today. This is the quantity of oil that have been sold throughout this year. And this is the money. This is where the money goes. This is where the money is kept. So to me, it's a very, very unfortunate incident.
Agency be created legally in Nigeria. Is it possible for any agency to operate without a proper legal framework?
Okay, let me get you.
Did you hear what I said?
I didn't get you very well.
Okay, I said, how can government agency be created legally in Nigeria? Is it possible for any agency agency to operate without any proper legal framework?
It's not possible. That's why this is a scam. This is a scam. So it's not possible for
a lot of personalities, which he has done one or two maybe other pictures with. So how possible can this be, this kind of a scam, as you said, with such personalities? CBN, open an account with CBN with all manner of things that is kind of mind-blowing, that someone wants to say what exactly is going on.
That is the issue. If you look at the whole story from the reports, the incident I have seen, this man came up with a forged letter purporting to be a letter of appointment from the presidency, signed. And he sent it to the relevant people, sent to the secretary of, to the government of the federation, sent to the attorney general, and all these things bearing the seal of the presidency. Just imagine, like the deputy house speaker was saying, he used a letter with the seal of the presidency and wrote to him on a letterhead with the seal of the presidency, indicating that he has an office, his office at the Federal Secretariat. And the man sent people to the Federal Secretariat, and his office was there. And of course, he will receive him. Will you go to ask the president, say, did you ever make this appointment? So that's the issue. So this is a scam of the highest level. And I'm sure this will not be the first time, because if this man Adeyemi has not seen it happen, if nobody have done this type of thing before in this country, I'm not sure he will have the courage to do it. So the man was able to fool everybody. He wrote to the secretary of the government of the federation that he had been appointed, attached letter, and there were many other people like that looking for office space. And the secretary, the SGF, just used add him with other people, and wrote to the relevant people to give him office, having been appointed. And at the end of the day, everything turned out to be scam. So the issue is that the government need to do a lot of look inward. How was this able to happen? Who in government is saddled with the responsibility of carrying out these oversight checks? If not, look at it, nobody in government is saddled with the responsibility. If not, and now, how did this come about? How did this whole thing blow out? The man went as far as hosting foreign ambassadors, foreign delegations, without consulting with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. And they got wind of it, and they wrote to the office of the Chief of Staff that look at what is happening, wrote to the NSA office. And that is where the Chief of Staff now said, we never made such appointment. There was no time he made such appointment, and the appointment was purportedly signed by him. He doesn't sign appointment. He's the one that now sent the thing to police to investigate. And that's how this whole thing came into the public domain. Otherwise, the man would have just continued. The point I'm making is that there is no statutory agency or somebody in government that is saddled with the responsibility of checking how the agencies operate, how the agencies, the way and manner they operate.
Right back. This conversation continue. Our guests on the right here with us. We have so much to say, but let's go on a short break. And we'll right back. The program continue.
Of the class of 2026. Get ready for the unveiling of the next generation of global leaders. Join Pesata Schools Abuja as we proudly celebrate the spectacular graduation and prize-giving ceremony of the distinguished class of 2026 at the famous Sheraton Hotel Abuja. Special guest of honor, His Excellency Senator David Mark, GCON, former Senate President, Federal Republic of Nigeria. Mother of the Day, Her Excellency Chief Mrs. Titi Atiku Abubakar, Chairperson, Whatcliff. Guest of honor, His Excellency Right Honorable Aminu Waziri Tambuwal, former Governor of Sokoto State, and His Excellency Right Honorable Rotimi Amechi, former Governor of Rivers State. Father of the Day, His Excellency Chief John Odigi Oyegun, former Governor of Edo State. Other guests of honor, His Excellency Professor Osaremen Osumbo, former Governor of Edo State. His Excellency Ogbeni Rauf Aregbesola, former Governor of Osun State. Senator Dino Melaye, His Excellency Bolaji Abdullahi, former Minister of Sports, and Chief Ikechi Emenike, former Pro-Chancellor, University of Nigeria, Nsukka. Keynote Speaker, Senator Dati Baba Ahmed, founder and Pro-Chancellor, Beige University, Abuja, under the distinguished chairmanship of Barrister Kenneth Imansabon, founder and chairman, Board of Directors, Pesata Schools, Abuja. Date, Sunday, 12th July 2026. Venue, Ladi Kwali Hall, Abuja Continental Hotel, formerly known as Sheraton Hotel, Abuja. Time, 2 p.m. It's not just a graduation, it's a day of pride, a day of honor, and a celebration of champions. Come witness the glitz, the glamour, and the glory. Share the excitement, invite friends, let's make history together. Pesata Schools Abuja, setting the pace.
Oh, welcome from that break. Our guest there is Commodore Promise Precious Dava. Thank you for staying with us. So, on this note, sir, you said something concerning the fake agency. Okay, what exactly is your take on in a second? What is your take about all of what has happened and how someone cannot trace this guy? Did you think there is a kind of a big fish to this or a higher personality behind this? Because this person, I'm not sure this person can have that step going through these processes, or is it on the recent attempt in this government, or have these been playing out in other governments, in other administration?
He's the one that, are you hearing me? Okay. So the chief of staff, Honorable Bajabiamila, that blew the whistle on this man and invited the police to investigate the matter. And at the end, the man was arrested. And he confessed to the crime, that he forged a letter of appointment from the presidency. And the police charged him to court severally. And he was given bail.
And we did not hear anything from it till this man said it was because of what was happening is about money. There's a kind of amount somebody is asking for that made this issue to come up to limelight for Nigerians to know what's happening.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's where I'm saying I blame the chief of staff and even the presidency, because when that matter first blew up in October, that's when they would have made this matter public and paraded that man in the public. But why that was not done, I really don't know. Because perhaps him too, for having given the matter, handed the man over to the police, it was not the problem of the police to do the investigation and prosecute the man. And the police took the man to court, granted him, the man was granted bail, and he moved on. So it would have been an affair of the police with the man, if not that the man now came out to make a public statement trying to incriminate the chief of staff himself. Otherwise, it's a purely criminal matter, a matter of impersonation, forgery, which the police was already prosecuting the man for. Now, for whatever reason, he decided to try to incriminate the chief of staff into the matter. So to me, this is a very high level. We are talking of scam, fraud, and all manner of things. This is, I think, it doesn't come higher than this. I don't know what really gave this man the impetus where this. So to me, I've read a lot of reports. I've listened to several reports and all those things about this matter. And the question that people ask that, how could this man have done this without any collusion from anybody? And it's very possible. He just signed a letter of appointment from the presidency with the seal of the president, everything. The way it would have come, he would have come from the presidency. Then he sent it to the people that were supposed to act. And those who acknowledge the seal, seen the letter, the signature, everything, and they acknowledge it. Would they go and call the president to ask him, did you sign this letter? But it was when the man began to ask, this man has started this whole thing since 2004, writing letter, telling different people, and all those things, making visits and the rest of them. So it's just like you tonight, your TV station, if that man had written to you with the seal of the president that he want to come and make a broadcast, he want to appear on your channel, I'm not sure you would have turned him down. Then today, now your name would have been parading. How could he have appeared on your channel if he was a fake? Then people could have said, perhaps you know something, one or two things about the man. But you know, government things follow procedure, and the man he really studied the system. I think he has somebody. This is what you call white collar crime. White collar crime. This is a professional crime. He executed the crime as a professional. He has insiders. He has people that tell him what the procedure, what to follow. So, and he did those things, and it's just like somebody faking a product. If you get a professional, you will fake the product, and ordinary eye will not know that this is a fake. So this is what this man has been able to do. And this is an example of what you call white collar crime. People that indulge in crime as a profession. They are not into it as pastime or just say maybe it's a luck or something. He took his time, he studied the system, he made research, he's doing it, entering as a business. So, but unfortunately, he has come to the end of the road.
Created on the national security risks of on the opportunities for corruption and abuse of public funds.
It's not an agency.
So did you hear what I said?
This is just a. Yes. You can come again.
Did you hear me, sir?
Okay, take the question again. Let me get to it.
Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, you can go on now. Yeah, you can go on.
I said, could this are you there? Can I say take the question again?
Yes, take the question again.
Could this system of such agency created on a national security the risks of the opportunity for corruption and abuse of public funds?
Whether it's a national security issue or corruption.
The existence of such agency created on the national security risks of the opportunity for corruption and abuse of public funds.
Is both. Is a national security issue because if somebody can breach the government process, breach the code, be able to get a code from a government agency that will enable him open an account with central bank and be assigned a budgetary allocation. And if he had not been caught now, budgetary allocation would have been made and he would just take away the money. And nobody will know what he will use the money for. So it's a national security issue. Because the same way, people can also forge letters, forge documents to get vital informations that they are not supposed to get, and to have access to money that they are not supposed to get. So it's a very, very serious issue. It's a national security issue, and it's also a criminal issue.
Okay. What responsibility do the presidency, the National Assembly, and the oversight institution have in preventing situation like this?
I didn't get you.
As okay, what do you think? What responsibility do the presidency, the National Assembly, and the oversight institution have in preventing situation like this?
Okay, so it's just a matter of a doubling, putting necessary safeguards in place. And people need to be serious with their work. People need to be serious. People need to check more. Because what happens in most of this government, government deal with more with correspondence, later work. And when this later come, they will just assign it to lower people to just treat. And they don't get back to check those things. So to me, it's a very serious issue like this. And I don't think the presidency handled it very well, even the various institutions, because from the beginning, when he got that letter, he wrote to the SGF. SGF should have queried it because he's the one that was supposed to sign that letter, not chief of staff. So how come chief of staff is signing that letter? That should have raised a red flag for him. The same thing with other agencies. Attorney General.
Okay, thank you so much for sharing your thought with us. We don't have much time again. At least we will track it up maybe some other time again. Thank you. Our guest for today is Commodore Promise Dabo, retired, a security consultant and a public affairs analyst. He also represented Nigeria as a focal point officer at the ECOWAS, AU, and the Lake Chad Basin Commission. We want to thank you for being part of today's edition. Thank you for sharing your thoughts, your insight with us. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much for having me. God bless you.
All right, viewers, thank you. This is all we have for today for you. Next time, we're going to also host our guests from Port Harcourt, and because we don't have much time, a lot need to be said on this. And today, we said, keep watching this program as we come again tomorrow. God bless you. My name is Precious Ayembe. Bye for now.